Okay, here's the ash again on the roof of my building, and it's now 20 after 8, and as you can see, this black cloud is hanging all over Athens, and my sons just called me to say that this area close to my area is calling, they've had messages calling for evacuation, because even though the fire, the smoke is heading towards, covering towards Athens, as you can see, it's low-lying now, and it's still okay. I think it's a little bit more breezy than it was last time I made the video, but the fire is approaching my area. I don't know how many kilometers it's, maybe 3 miles, 5 miles away, I don't know. They've asked for people living in the Olympic Village. You know, Athens had the Olympic Village in 2004, and that was where the athletes were living. Well, that's turned into apartment buildings, and they've asked all those areas to evacuate immediately because the fire is right at their border. And I don't hear any firefighting planes. They may be in there, I have no idea what's happening. As we said though, around this time is when the, look at that, okay, that's the west over there, and this is the time when usually the wind dies down and it's nothing. You know, that's what happens in August. August is a month of the August winds, we call them meldemia, and they usually drop around sunset, and it's just no breeze at all. So we'll see what happens. That's the west over there, that's south, and that's Athens. You can see the cloud is covering the whole of the Attica area, everything. People are indoors, of course. You can have, there's still ash falling, and there's still the smell of burning pine. This is pine forests that we have there, and they're very full of, the trees are full of resin, so they're very flammable. And of course, we've had a tremendous heat wave here in Athens, and that doesn't help either. The fact that we had a very bad snowstorm a couple of months back, and a lot of the pine trees branches broke from the weight of the snow, and they were dead branches on the trees, and obviously a very bad fire hazard, so that didn't help at all. I would say about a third of the trees had broken branches, and this is what's happening now. Now I'm waiting, I'm taking the video from my cell phone, so that's why it's not a very high density, but high definition. But I'm waiting. If I get a message to evacuate, I have to leave my area as well. So even though the smoke is heading elsewhere, it does not mean that the fire is in the same direction as the smoke. The fire is heading towards me. That's bad news. I don't even know what I'm going to take with me when I evacuate. I really don't know. Some important papers, but also my books, my holy Bibles, and my theological books, and my computer, of course. But you know, I have a lot of icons in my house that some I made, some were gifts, some were brought by my ancestors when they left Constantinople. One of them is from the 6th century. The chain is made from nails bent together. That's how they used to make, that's why one person that was an icon specialist said, your icon is from the 6th century, because that's how they used to make the chains at that time. They would bend nails and just join them together and make a chain, because the icon is very heavy. Anyway, what can I tell you? I have to take that with me too. God forbid. I hope that I don't get a message to evacuate. But this is what's going on. This is all clouds. You can't see the neighborhoods past us. Okay, you can't see. That's Athens that way. So basically, you know, that haze is all the smoke, and all the way down to Sunion, The whole of Attica is covered by this smoke. And for the life of me, I don't hear any planes. I haven't heard any planes from the time I made my last video about 2 hours ago on this thing. So let's hope that the wind dies down a little bit so that the ambers don't go flying all over the place and it stays put. We'll see. God willing, He will help put this out. Thank you for your support. Please leave your comments. Thank you. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.